Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this half double crochet block stitch square. You can make this with 2 colours as I will be doing in the video, or you can use 3 colours like this square on the left, or 4, 5, 6, however many you want. This pattern is really easy. It's alternating between 2 different rounds, the first round being a half double crochet round and the second round being a single crochet round. And there are lots of different uses for these squares. You can make a blanket. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making my 2025 crochet book blanket out of these squares. A book blanket is similar to a temperature blanket, but rather than tracking the weather, you're tracking the books that you read, and if you want to know more about that, check out the blog post I have linked down in the description. But let's go ahead and jump straight into this tutorial, and if you prefer to follow along with written instructions, those will be linked down in the description below. As I said, for this tutorial I will be using 2 different colours of yarn. I'll be using this cream and orange, and this yarn is Merino Charm from Hooks and Needles. And we're going to start with a magic ring. And then we're going to chain 2, which is going to count as our first half double crochet stitch. And once you've done that, you'll make another half double crochet stitch. Then we're going to chain 2 to create a corner, and then work 2 more half double crochets. And throughout this pattern, we're going to work in these clusters of 2 half double crochets. So if you hear me say a cluster of half double crochets, this is what I'm talking about, just 2 half double crochets together. Once you finish those 2 half double crochets, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to chain 2 and then do 2 half double crochets, and then we'll do it once more so that we have a total of 4 clusters of half double crochets. And once you finish that, we will chain 2 again, and then you can tighten up your magic circle if you haven't already. And slip stitch either with the second chain that we made or just into that chain space. Either of those is absolutely fine. I'm just going to work under the chain into that space because it's a little bit less fiddly. And then once you've completed your slip stitch, we can just fasten off that yarn. So we're going to cut it and pull the loop all the way through. And when you finish your first round, it should look something like this, where you've got 4 clusters of half double crochet, each separated by a chain 2. And then we're going to join our second yarn. And we want to join that yarn to any of the corners. So you want to find one of those chain 2 spaces and insert your hook underneath it and pull up a loop in your second colour. And then we're going to chain 3. And that chain 3 is going to count as a single crochet and then 2 chains. And then we want to work 1 single crochet into that same chain 2 space. And then we're going to chain 2 and find the next corner, so the next chain 2 space, which is just here. And we want to work a single crochet, a chain 2, and then another single crochet all into that space. So it should look like that. And then we want to continue that process all the way around. So chain 2, find the next corner, work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet all into that corner, and repeat that all the way around until you've worked all of the corners. When you've worked your single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into your last corner, you need to chain 2, and then you're going to slip stitch either with that very first chain or just under that chain 3, whichever is easiest for you, in order to finish the round. And then that is our second round done, so we can fasten off that yarn just by cutting it and then pulling the loop all the way through. And then we're going to join our second yarn. Of course, if you're using multiple colours, you might be using a different colour here, but I'm going to stick to the orange. And again, we want to attach that into one of the corners. So you want to find where you've got a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And we're just going to insert our hook into there and pull up a loop. And then we want to chain 2, which is going to count as our first half double crochet. And then we want to do another half double crochet into that same space. And then chain 2. And then do 2 more half double crochets into that same space. So there's 1, and that is 2. So that is our first corner done. We've got our cluster of half double crochets, a chain 2, and then another cluster of half double crochets. And now we want to work down this first side. And along this side, we have a chain 2 here. And we're going to work underneath that chain 2 space. And we're going to pop 1 half double crochet cluster in there. So that is just 2 half double crochets under that chain. That's 1. And that's 2. And now we are at our next corner. And for the corner, we're going to do 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 half double crochets. And we're working that all into that chain space corner there. And we're going to continue working the rest of this round in the same way. So down this side again, we're going to work 2 half double crochets into this chain space. And then we'll work the corners just as before, 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 more half double crochets. So go ahead and continue working like that all the way around. And meet me at the end when you've worked your last half double crochet cluster. And here I am working my last 2 half double crochets into the last chain space of this round. And now we're just going to slip stitch to close the round. And then we can cut the yarn to fasten off. And we can now go back to using our previous colour, and we want to join that again in any of the corners. So just insert your hook into any corner and pull up a loop. And this is going to be very similar as the previous round that we did with this colour. So we're going to chain 3, which is going to count as a single crochet and 2 chains. And then we're going to work another single crochet into that first chain space. And now we're going to work across this side where we've got our half double crochet clusters. So we're going to start by chaining 2, and then we're going to work into the space between 2 clusters. So here you can see there is a gap here. There's no chain space here. It's just the space between 2 clusters. So we're going to insert our hook and single crochet, and then we're going to chain 2. And we're going to find the next space between 2 clusters, which is right here. And we're going to work a single crochet into there. And then we'll chain 2 again. And now we're going to work into the corner. So in the corner, just as we did previously, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet again. And we're going to work like this all the way around the square. So we're going to chain 2, single crochet into the next cluster, chain 2, single crochet into the next cluster, until we get to the corner where we'll work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet all into the corner space. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around and meet me back at the end of the round when you've worked a single crochet between your last 2 half double crochet clusters. Okay, so here I am at the end of the round. I've just worked my last single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 2 and then slip stitch with the first chain in order to end the round. And we're going to fasten off again. So cut the yarn and pull that all the way through. And that is our 4th round done. And then you can continue working rounds 3 and 4 until your square is the size that you want it to be. And then I would recommend finishing with another repeat of round 3. That's just going to give you a slightly neater edge than finishing with a round 4. And when you've finished, your square will look something like this. I did a few more rounds, as you can see, but you can do as many or as few as you like. You could just keep on going and going until you just have a massive square, which you can use as a blanket. But once you've finished your square, you'll want to weave in all of your ends. And then I really do recommend blocking it. You can see the difference here between these 2 squares. The one on the left is not blocked. The one on the right is blocked. As you can see, there is a huge difference in how they look. I'd love to know what you're doing with your squares. What are they going to be made into? I'd really like to know. Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.